Good morning, children. Today we shall study about a very famous story of chapter 5 from Honeysuckle. The name of the story is A Different Kind of School. This chapter shows that the writer had visited a different types of school. What did he seen there? We shall know about it after going through the chapter. Now look at these some difficult word. You must learn all these difficult words by heart and then follow the study. The first paragraph. I had heard a great deal about Miss Beam's school, but not still last week did the chance come to visit it. The writer had heard a lot about Miss Beam's school, but he had not the chance to come to the school for a long time, but the last week he made his way to the school. Now the second paragraph. When I arrived there was no one in sight but a girl of about 12. Her eyes were covered with a bandage and she was being laid carefully between the flower beds by a little boy who was about 4 years younger. When the writer came to the school, he saw that there was a girl about 12 years and her eyes were covered, and one little boy who was younger than 4 years was carrying her towards the top and looked like she asked him who had come. He seemed to be describing me to her. She stopped for some while, and it seemed from her mouth that she was asking the boy who had come. He seemed to be describing me to her. Then they passed on. It seemed that the boy was describing about the writer, and then they went away from there. Now the third paragraph. Miss Beam was all that I had expected, middle-aged, full of authority, yet kindly and understanding. Her hair was beginning to turn grey, and she had the kind of plump figure that is likely to be comforting to a homesick child. Miss Beam was the head of the school, and she had the full authority. It means she was the principal and all of the school. And her hair was beginning to turn grey. She had plump figure that made the other homesick child very comforting. I asked her some questions about her teaching method, which I had heard were simple. Then the writer wanted to know about the teaching method of the school. That he had heard that the teaching method of the school were very simple. In a simple way, the taught were done there in the school. Next, no more than is needed to help them to learn how to do things. Simple spelling, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and writing. The rest is done by reading to them and by interesting talks, during which they have to sit still and keep their hands quiet. There are practically no other lessons. Miss Beam told about the teaching method that in that school simple spellings, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and writing were taught only. The rest was done by reading to them, and there were also interesting talks between the teachers and the students, and the students listened to the talks of the teacher, and after that nothing other lessons were given to them. Next, the real aim of this school is not so much to teach thought as to teach thoughtfulness, kindness to others, and being responsible citizen. Look up the window a minute, will you? Miss Beams told the writer next that the aim of the school was not to teach thought as to teach thoughtfulness. What do you mean by thoughtfulness? Kindness to others and being responsible citizens. After that, the principal asked the writer to look out of the window for a minute. The next, I went to the window which overlooked a large garden and a playground at the back. What do you see? Miss Beam asked. When the writer saw through the window, he saw that there was a large garden and playground at the back side. And at that time, Miss Beam asked him what did he see there. Next, I see some beautiful grounds, I said, and a lot of jolly children. It pains me though to see that they are not all so healthy and active looking. It means that the poet says to the principal that although he had seen so many beautiful grounds and a lot of jolly, happyful children, but it also makes him troubled because he was watching that they were not so healthy and active looking. Now, when I came in, I saw one poor little girl being led about. She has some trouble with her eyes. Now I can see two more with the same difficulty, and there is a girl with a crutch watching the others at play. She seems to be a hopeless cripple. It means that whatever the poet, the writer saw during the way and through the window, he was explaining to the principal of the school that he had seen a poor little girl who were being carried by some other because she had trouble in the eyes. Now he was seeing two more with the same difficulty. It means that they had also the same difficulty, and there was also a girl who was standing on the crutch, and she seemed to be crippled. Means she was a handicapped girl as the writer was watching. Next, Miss Beam laughed. Oh no, she said. She is not really lame. This is only her lame day. The others are not blind either. It is only their blind day. I must have looked very surprised, for she laughed again. But Miss Beam explained about it, all these activities of the girls laughing, that actually the girls were neither lame nor blind, but they were following according to their day. It means that some had the lame day and some had the blind day. And the writer was looking very surprised because she was laughing again and again. Next paragraph. This is a very important part of our system to make our children appreciate and understand misfortune. We make them share in misfortune too. Each term, every child has one blind day, one lame day, one deaf day, one injured day, and one dumb day. During the blind day, their eyes are bandaged absolutely, and they are on their own and not to people. The bandage is put on overnight, so they wake blind. This means that they need help with everything. Other children are given the duty of helping them and leading them about. They all learn so much this way, both the blind and the helper. This paragraph, the poet is describing about whatever the principal told system of her school, that they make their children to understand the misfortune because they want to share them about the misfortune. And in this way, each term, every child has one blind day, lame day, and deaf day, so that they could understand all about these misfortune one by one. During the blind day, their eyes are bandaged at night, so that when they would wake up next day, they would wake up blindly, and they were not allowed to peep. It means that they needed help with everything, and other children were given the duty to help them and leading them about. They all learn so much this way, both the blind and the helpers. Now I am giving you a few questions regarding this chapter till the 9th paragraph. You must solve all these questions in your notebook and try to show it to me. Here are questions. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.